My dad cried when I was born because I wasn't a boy. I heard this story over and over as I was growing up. My father disliked girls and women because he had been rejected by his own mother and taught by his father that women fell into one of two categories: whores, who were tools of utility and occasional pleasure, and wives, who were servants to a patriarchal order established to ensure a man's legacy. My father came from scarcity, repression, and rage. He lived a life that was permeated by moonshine, sadness, and sex. Sex without love. Sex is sin. Sex is a release of shame and rage. He knew nothing of a life of unencumbered love and connection. My budding breasts and curves emerged early and with force, catching everyone by surprise. I started taping them down when I turned 10 in a desperate attempt to keep them secret. I was hyper-aware of the attention they drew and the negative impressions that intention might give about me. I did everything I could think of to make myself smaller than I was. I was groomed for objectification in a church where both the gift and art of my body were seen as sin, abominations to be handled firmly with conviction. This meant that my body and my sexuality were problems to solve, not worlds to explore. I observed friends with their fathers, seeing how they looked at their daughters with affection. This was foreign to me. My dad's experience of me was marked by anxiety and disdain. Ensuring my purity was simply another burden to carry. Our dynamic was bound up in this movement between love and hate, vulnerability and shame, right and wrong. We languished in a tug-of-war between annihilation and possibility. Most of my 20s and 30s were spent trying to resuscitate my colonized body back to life. I took medication and went to therapy. I got better, but many things remained broken inside. I folded these broken aspects of myself like winter clothes that you put away when summer comes, and tucked them so far back in the closet of my mind that I almost forgot they were there. Until I gave birth to my son. After he was born, the emaciated 18-year-old stack-of-bones version of myself who was incapable of self-love reemerged, begging to be parented and seen. She smelled of honeysuckle and, when she wasn't crying, she hummed Amazing Grace through a trembling jaw. I tried everything to quiet her noise. My therapist suggested eye movement desensitization and reprocessing therapy, EMDR, but the girl with rattling bones scoffed. Tired of being repressed, she demanded that I listen. I knew that if I was going to raise a son who would grow up to be a man who honored women, I had to first love and forgive myself. But I had no idea yet how to do that.